Think about a heated argument where both sides are at a boiling point. Right before something irreversible happens, a referee yells, "Timeout." That is the exact situation the world is in right now. After 6 weeks of a growing conflict between the US and Iran, both sides have suddenly agreed to a massive pause. This pause is a major relief because just hours ago, the entire globe was facing an escalation that many feared could not be undone. Tensions peaked when President Trump threatened to destroy the systems that everyday people rely on to survive. He specifically targeted vital civilian infrastructure, like power plants and major bridges. He set a deadline for 8 p.m., warning that if a deal wasn't made, an entire civilization would be at risk that night. This sparked immediate panic online. Millions spent the evening doom-scrolling, worried about potential war crimes and a global economic collapse. On the ground, the reaction was visible and massive. More than 14 million Iranians reportedly left their homes to form physical human chains around their local power plants. International leaders also pushed back. Pope Leo XIV called the threats unacceptable, while France warned that a strike on civilian infrastructure would create a dangerous cycle of instability for the entire world. Between the digital panic and the protests on the ground, it was clear that the situation had reached a breaking point. The core of this fight is over a narrow stretch of water called the Strait of Hormuz, a vital highway connecting energy to the planet. When traffic stops, the flow of essential oil and trade to global markets is cut off. For the US and its allies, resolving this maritime blockade became the most urgent goal. Unlocking this waterway is about more than just ships. It is a matter of basic economic survival for countries all over the world. While the public threats were very loud, mediators from Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey worked quietly behind the scenes to find an exit ramp. U.S. officials, including envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, were involved in these urgent, high-stakes negotiations. The breakthrough came from Pakistan's Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif. He acted as the neutral referee. Sharif proposed a simple way to stop the clock, a 2-week timeout to give both sides space to negotiate a final deal. The deal consists of 2 straightforward rules for the next 14 days. First, Iran must reopen the water highway, allowing cargo ships to pass through safely. Second, the U.S. must completely stop its bombing campaign and drop its threats against civilian targets. By following these rules, both nations have instantly lowered the temperature and stopped the immediate threat of an all-out war. During this pause, negotiators discovered something unexpected. Many of the difficult issues that caused arguments in the past have already been quietly settled. Iran has proposed a 10-point peace plan, and the U.S. has already called it a workable starting point for ending the war. The fact that both sides have already agreed on these points suggests that a path toward a long-term solution actually exists. For now, the panic has stopped. All eyes are now on the face-to-face talk scheduled for Friday, April 10th. These talks will take place in Islamabad, representing a significant moment for Pakistan as a global mediator. While we don't know if this will lead to a permanent peace, the bombs have stopped falling and the ships are moving again. Preventing a global disaster started with a simple 2-week timeout, 14 days of quiet to see if the talking can outlast the fighting.